I do tend to. Hello, this is Dr. Mia Lueth. Right, I'm still messing with the light here. So it is June 20th, 2025. It is 8:24 a.m. Eastern New York time. And yep, I'm just slowly maneuvering light a little bit here. Yeah, I work on the lighting and where a certain placement is. There's not much I can control, but I guess I have fun. I got this at the it is new shop that apparently one of these kind of yes. Let's see how many extra suns there are. Bingo. Alright. Hey, there's a lot that comes off lenses and light and other kind of things, so I'm not trying to discount some things. What I'm trying to do is make sure that certain things are ruled out. Okay. So some of us a little more used to photography still and moving, okay, and used to looking at certain video with certain filters. See, there is a second sun there. That's not really a second sun, okay? And it's showing up. But this is what I'm trying to say is that if you all got to stop right now, okay, thinking that you are some authoritative source, okay? I I don't know what to tell the flat earthers other than I don't give a shit what shape the earth is. And also, some of you are making the most ridiculous arguments and you're messed up, okay? And you don't know. And you put this stuff online, you understand? And I would suggest some of you rethink that. And you have the opportunity to go and take that off. Okay, right. There's like depth of view field. There's all sorts of things that could be happening with lenses. Yeah, I mean, you could have a speck of dust on your lens that can, depending on the light, the frame speed, right, the f stop, whatever it is. Okay, that's yep, is going to look very different. Ring door cameras, right? They film at a slower rate, and they usually use right a nighttime filter for certain things, and the filters for that will see regular objects differently. Okay, like, all right, it 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 is just that simple. Some of them are stink bugs. Okay, some of them are mosquitoes. Right, right. Enough with the fucking spirits. Okay, some of us are highly trained in certain yes ways because we're meant to be. But not everybody you can handle that training. And those of you who just you seem like you need to know everything and just can't. It's not going to happen. Okay. That is the other thing is that some of mine should not have been attacked, and that was great. So all I'm saying is that I mean I don't fear death, right? And there's a reason for that. I mean it is kind of scary. You might suffer in pain for a little while, or who the hell knows? Might be forgotten about, whatever the case may be. But I have worked on this a very long time, and it's only meant for certain types. Now, at a certain point, okay, those who start having a situation happen, well, they know. It just choose them. It's like a prompt, right, to do something in this world. So I can only put up certain things, but I want to tell there's a young man who left Christianity more high. Okay. No, no, no. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I would remove the one that says Jesus lied. Because, well, that's a false accusation, and your proof is flimsy at best. And uh, you're not one of those kind. So, to some of you, Yes, some of it does come across as lies. Some of it does come across as false prophecy, and I've said why. Because there are early warning systems, you understand, and some of us are more sensitive to those early warning systems. And sometimes, right, something that should not happen on Earth, right, can be blacked and sent away over this way. So, right, there's some goalies you might understand. It's like, yeah, well, we blacked the shot. It's not going to happen. Right? But the ones who are prophesying it are sometimes doing it in order for another, you understand? Right, to block it from happening. So it won't in the physical. Right? So a lot of you are still learning, and some of you are newer than others, and that's the only one I'm going to tell you. Okay? No, the one who was named Jesus didn't lie. Okay? Some of you just didn't wait. Right? And some of you, right, were, nudged by a different source. And I mean, the truth will be known. So I am a truther. I only care about the truth. I don't care where it takes me. I don't care if I like it. I don't care if anybody else likes it or not. The fact of the matter is, the truth is available. Okay? The truth is available. Some of you have brain damage. Okay? Now, what I'm suggesting to the AMA and to the insurance companies and everyone else in the United States is, look, if you think they have some sort of mental illness or they're developmentally challenged in some way, the insurance company should just simply pay for at least a CAT scan. Okay, X-ray, yes, because number one, that's going to start building data of the human brain. Okay, also it may pick up on things that, yes, a regular X-ray. And right, if I were a psychiatrist in the United States in today's situation, I would quite literally not take a patient at all until I knew that they had a biological scan to look for, right, biological issues, right? So some of them can affect you physically, all right? So that's true. But I wouldn't, if I were a psychiatrist in the United States right now, I would not take a single client that didn't have certain medical doctors and that didn't have at least a basic brain scan, because that's going to tell you way more, and it's also going to tell you what part of the brain you want to be focusing on. And if you prescribe medication, you're definitely going to want to know, right, if you can, a better brain location for those chemicals, right? This is just truth and fact, okay? But I do want the federal government and the AMA and all this, yes, all you, this kind of stuff known, like, well, okay, you have made it impossible. And there is no effing way me or anyone else in this world are able to do what you all think should be done. Okay? There's just no way. There isn't. Okay? All things possible with God. Well, see, people have to understand, like God, Godhead, these are terms that a lot of people don't understand. Right? So if you look at it from just a straight atheistic, okay, even that applies. Okay? Now, there have been some back and forth, okay, who have warned people over and over again that what I can't do anymore, unfortunately, and yet it broke my fucking soul, assholes. I can't help the ones who are slated for the second death. I can assure you, me, female, took the biggest losses. anybody gets in the way of my grieving process ever again, right, entire generations of humans will disappear forever. Okay, many of you are not in the book of life. And I'm saying this to the natural born females. I don't care what you are now. I'm saying to the natural born females, step out and down. It's bad enough it happened to me. It's bad enough it happened to him. You want truth, you will get it. And my job is not to make people happy. You understand? I mean, fuck you, you don't like it. You want the truth, you get it. Okay? No, Jesus didn't lie. All right? It is a misunderstanding. You do need the Holy Spirit to understand. You understand? Like those, it's just like you guys like jump ship too quick. Okay? It says in Scripture, I mean, they didn't even need to wake Jesus up. Okay? So, like, it isn't about religion as much as it is like love is the religion. You understand? If you love daily as a constant daily thing, then what you do habit wise, yep, you love daily. Okay, that's unconditional. All right, but some, right, not in my territory. And many of you jumped in thinking I'm like, I don't, I'm not yours. I don't belong to you. What the frick are you doing? I mean, some of you put your own children, use your own children as like chess pieces. I don't have to respect that. I don't have to tolerate it. There's nothing at all anywhere that says I do. Yes, that's exactly what broke my soul. Right. The horrible grief that many of you will never ever go through or understand of having to let go of those who are slated for the second death, because there's nothing I can do to help you now. Some of you got into a situation that's irreversible, and it's nearly killed me numerous times. I broke my soul for you, motherfuckers. And harm came to some of mine that was not supposed to. And you all have to consider there's physical harm, there's emotional harm, there's spiritual harm, there's, yeah. And then there's monetary harm. So love can be considered a religion. Well, if you look in scripture, it says God is love. All right, well, that's unconditional. Okay, but here's the situation is, right, you can be forgiven one time, but after that, because you knew better, I was prompted to remove my protection from you. And broke my fucking soul, assholes. I get reparations before anyone else. And what happened to me as a female, I won't even let happen to a male. So step out. Natural born females, just step out and down. Okay? Right. Yeah, I know. I probably had a stroke. My two eyes don't match right. It's like the signs of a stroke that I had at one point. Right, but I don't need to get in the way of certain things. See, some of us, we may not have known what the plan is. We still don't know entirely what the plan is, but we know there is one. So some of the musicians, I need an assist, but it has to be coming from actual musicians, okay, who meant to do that. Yeah, some of you weren't meant to be doing that. And yeah, well, yeah, words can get weaponized, music can be weaponized, people can be weaponized, a lot of things can be weaponized. But my brothers know what happened to me. I had to let go of them. And I had to grieve every single one of them. So it was a pre grieve. Yes, people will pre grieve when they know something's coming, when they know they're going to experience a loss. That is normal human behavior. Normal human behavior. Yes, people will pre grieve the loss of something if they know it's coming. Like when you have a sick relative or, right, or old age or whatever the case may be. I mean, like, some of you feel the need to build robots to have sex with? And some of the females, like, you, but yeah, you do need dudes. Right. Okay, some of you are operating from a place of hurt, and that's okay, but you need to be in the proper place, and you need to be dealing with the proper people who understand. Okay. But all the rest are released from my protection. And when it's done, because once you get marked that way, I'm not permitted to help you. You have no idea the hell the Christ family has been through. And you're not supposed to know. So you are kept in the dark. You understand? For your own safety and protection. Okay? I can only start up again when he has his ready number. And that's happening quickly. Okay? What? Oh, I'm not afraid of dragons. I'm like, what? Ooh, dragon. Come here, dragon. There's a plan. Okay, some people's souls are older, and in this particular world, yes, there are you are not permitted. The yes, those who go through the second death, you may never return here again, or a lot of places. Right. What I'm saying is, you will get the truth, and that's all I've ever cared about. Well, I know. Right. Well, this is the thing. You kind of expect when you know, like brothers John and James, like, yeah, you kind of know you're going to be going through some ridiculous BS in this world before you even come here. But not everybody is like that. And not everybody had a choice but to be born. And not everybody can understand the same way that everyone else can. And so, anyway, yes, I have comfort bail because I stitched up my unicorn. Got put in a trash can. No, I don't have multiple personalities. You understand? That's not what it is. And some of you got no business diagnosing people. Okay. And yeah, I don't recall asking most people for their advice. Okay, well, the fixers need to stop trying to fix me. Right? But no, he wasn't lying. It's just there are 12 tribes, right? And some things are not for everyone. And yes, some are, you know, well enough prepared for certain things. So, right, but, you know, inspect your own selves, but it is why, right, the young children on earth, you understand, are being guided differently because the better they know themselves, the better things are in the future. So explore yourselves. Don't be frightened by your own self. If people, give you shit because you need a loading time, do it anyway. Okay? Yes, one of the things that was noted in the Nag Hammadi, by the way, right, which is got everything to do with Jesus. No, and that's the other thing, Mordecai. Yeah, I'm just letting you know, like, you don't want to be publicly in a situation that is headed your way. So I can only place a warning. Yeah, no, the one known as Jesus didn't lie, and there's plenty of evidence of it, and I understand why some are skeptical. I'm not trying to tell you one thing or the other than yes, that's a false accusation. Reported that. So you jump ship too soon is what happened. Okay, right. So basically, no, he didn't lie, and also, yeah, the Nag Hammadi has been available on Earth since before you were born, sir. So the Gospel of Thomas and Mary and those, yeah, yeah, they weren't hidden from you. You just didn't bother doing it. Okay, yeah, this is my comfort bell. Yes, see, sometimes I need a comfort too. But I'm like, oh, big mama, ow, ow, ow. I'm getting overrun by some family who thinks they fucking run the world. Right? So yeah, I know I talk different to my girl. I talk different to my brother because I get girly. I get girly about certain things. Like, but I'm still girly. Ah, ow! I know it's not my fault. I'm single. What do you want, dudes? Like, no, no. What? That's what I'm getting at. I'm like, look, that one's on you, dudes. What do you want me to do about it? Like, I gotta run around hitting on dudes. Like, I don't have time for that shit. You understand? Like, some of us are more mature about certain things, and we can be playful, and we can even come at you childlike. But, right, there's some of us just know better. All right, and I'm just done. There's so many false accusations online, but oh no. Well, now you're just giving them ammo. Yeah, right. So I need a little bit of music rescue so I can like come back all together in one whole. Right. That's it. Yeah, Bastille sings that song. Broke my heart to a million pieces. I don't want to talk about it. But go listen to Bastille. A million pieces. Oh yeah, they know music like nobody's freaking business. And by the way, Seth, you understand? Seth also mentioned in the Bible has a certain abilities, and yeah, a lot of you need to understand that some things aren't meant for you. Mm, right? I mean, some of you chasing things that I don't. Oh, I know. I jump in with the boys and chase the cow. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm like, what? Because Steamy Cup is so shiny and pretty, my precious. Right? Yeah. Well, I have talents and skills too, with my brother Seth. You know what I'm saying? Right. Works and truths are going to be known. Right? We're getting there. But, yes. The thing of it is that some of you, yeah, gurus and other bullshit artists, right, put a lot of children, innocent children, in harm's way, and I had enough of it. So this time, surprise! I jumped in and helped my little brother. Okay. This time I decided to jump in and help my little brother. Right. Well, yeah, I'm getting pulled out. I'm like, thanks for pulling me out, coach. Okay. No, God is not a human person. And yeah, well, I also only one male is permitted to have conversation with me via telepathy. And so everyone else, right, you're excommunicated. My brother won't even talk to you. And he removed his protection, which therefore, right, triggered me to remove mine. It sure did break my heart in 1,000 pieces. Past deal. And now some of it's gonna wait. And I did say once I was done, right, I wanted those memories removed from me. So what's happened already that you guys are thinking hasn't? I already walked out by myself, and I'm never gonna speak of it again. Ever. I asked to have it removed. Hi, I know you little adorable Mia. Right? Will do insidious freaking things to protect innocence. Some of you are teaching your children the ways of death. You are not qualified to do that. And like, Tuffy, get him for me. Get him. I'll get him, Tuffy. Yeah. Well, I mean, what can I tell you, boys? They did us dirty. Now we know how they did it. So, okay. I'm getting like sniped at by nobody's business verbally. Right, because they sense it. Some around me are getting really pissed off because they know they're backed into a fucking corner and they know they're caught. God damn, they still trying to weasel anyway. Oh well, I had to remove my protection and broke my soul. That was the wrong way. So only one male. Only one. And I know who that male is. Everyone else, you are getting excommunicated. You want to do it on your own? You don't need anybody, blah, blah, blah. This one didn't do it. It's not that. It says, it's all, okay. Okay. I've already free breathed